Hello everyone, my name is Salim and welcome to the Markets Breakdown Analysis for Thursday, the 5th of October 2023. We'll be breaking down chart on the exact zones where price will close for potential buys or close below for potential sells as well. So usually before I start the recording, I remove all the lineups, all the markups, and then we review the previous daily candle, how it played out. We review how the monthly and weekly is forming, and then we break down the chart from the daily to the 50-minute time frame. But today's analysis is going to be completely different. Today's going to be more of like an educational breakdown analysis based on the previous daily candle. And the reason why I want to do this today is because, first of all, these lineups that you can see here, they are the exact same lineups that has been identified on yesterday's analysis, which is the analysis posted for like Wednesday, the 4th of October 2023. And as we can see, price respected the no trade zone. And the reason why I wanted to keep this, I wanted to show how important it is to identify the perfect no trade zone and how important it is to understand how candles are forming. I mean, sometimes I do get questions from traders, and the first thing they say is your no trade zone doesn't make sense compared to your targets. For example, this is 123 pip no trade zone, and then the targets for buys, we're looking at like 42, and then here we have 42 again, 43. The same thing, those targets are small. The reason why they're small is because I am paying attention to how price are forming on the hourly, on the family time frame, how those rejections are forming, why price is like for example, why price is consolidating on low time frame. So for example, I could easily make it more beautiful. For example, I could say, let's have a look. Let's look for potential buys above 1829. The first target could be this 4-hour resistance. The second target could be this previous 4-hour support. But we cannot ignore how the hourly is forming within those ranges. Now, there's two reasons to why we cannot expect a sudden strong pullback on the daily. Unless if we had a lot of volume in the market, or let's say if we've had NFP coming or something. For example, when looking on the monthly, price broke below this monthly support and tapped into the monthly support formed in March 2023. Also, price has almost tapping into this weekly support formed back in February 2023. So it made sense for price to pull back, to retrace before, let's say, continuation to the downside. I mean, obviously, this was a huge drop on a high time frame. So it makes sense for price to react to this weekly support, to retrace before a continuation to the downside. So now, one of the reasons why prices could be forming like consolidating on low time frame is because we have NFP coming up this Friday. So usually we can see price consolidating prior to NFP. So what I would say is always pay attention to how price is forming. Pay attention to how the monthly is forming, what kind of level we tap in on, what kind of level we tap in on a weekly time frame. Identify those retracements on the weekly as well. So it is really, really important to pay attention to every single time frame. I just want to keep this one really short and sweet. The analysis is going to stay the same. The only time that I'm going to be reviewing this analysis is maybe on the analysis that we're going to have for Friday, because if price is going to, since price is consolidating with this no trade zone, the analysis is going to stay the same because we still have NFP on Friday. Maybe the targets are going to slightly change for Friday because the longer price consolidate, the higher the probability price break out and like form like a huge move down or a huge move up. So all we need to do is to wait for price to break out of this range to potentially look for potential buys or potential sells.
Dominion Markets, your trading sanctuary.